All right, so another day of tech support. Today is what, December 15th? So let's go through a couple of them and see if I can give some good advice or what to do if it was my computer or whatever issue they have. So let's go on the first one. So it's Windows security can't manage exclusions. Okay. When trying to go to the exclusion page of Windows Security, I get told you don't have the proper permission to view this page. I attempted to look up what permission would be required and did not find anything substantial. I also tried to look at the registry settings for exclusion and did not have permission for those either. I'm using an administrator account. Has anyone else encountered this before? Also, it's worth mentioning that this issue appeared only a couple of days ago after my Windows 11 got a big update. Windows security can't manage exclusions. Yeah, I guess I haven't really been using Windows security like that, but I will find out if there's a way to uninstall it and reinstall it, like the software part of it, or stopping it. Like there has to be something in that software that made it stop. But with Windows, knowing them and the update, I'm pretty sure that messed up everything. So you could be pulling your hair and it's just the damn Windows update. So yeah, that sucks. Sucks for you. Okay, next. EXE inside RAR. 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 Yeah, like that. All right. So I've downloaded a video and got an exe file instead. I didn't run it because I realized immediately something was wrong because they put a DDL file in the same folder. Immediately deleted it and nuked the trash bin. But the file was inside a RAR archive. That was why I didn't realize immediately, which I opened. Well, oh man, that was a. You did nuke it, so it's not there. Dang, there was something that I saw. So I would just run, check on your computer, see if there's anything, but more likely you didn't run it. So good for you. You catch yourself. Because most people won't catch themselves. So yeah, always be careful when you download that porn. Okay. All right, next, quick question about Zoom behavior. If a Zoom meeting link still lets you join and places you in a waiting for host, waiting for room screen, does that definitely mean the meeting's still active or at least it still exists? Just exists. And on the flip side, if a meeting is canceled, deleted, or expired, would Zoom prevent you from entering entirely and instead show an error like meeting has ended or meeting does not exist rather than leaving you in an idle waiting room? Just trying to understand whether being stuck waiting is a reliable indicator that the meeting hasn't been canceled. I don't know what you're trying to do, but yeah, if it's deleted, expired, if it's deleted or expired, then I gotta let you in. If it's canceled, who gives a fuck? If it's still active, it's gonna let you in. It's still gonna say waiting for host. So if you're trying to get away from working, I guess. I don't know. We're not fixing nothing on that one. So next. What adapter do I need to buy to get USB into my MacBook Pro M5? Which adapter? Okay. I have an external hard drive as well as a Focusrite interface that I use on my HP computer that has USB and by obviously it can get into MacBook. On the MacBooks USB-C that I need an adapter for? What? Come on, man. You got a MacBook Pro. It's a USB-C. Man, you could just buy them little ass USB adapters that convert it to USB-C if you want to use that. But why? Oh my god! Like, yes, like I said, is this the new Google? Like, come on, come on, fuck, come on. My head hurts just thinking about it. Just, I get it. You're asking a question, and maybe you're just being innocent about it. But man, just God. Okay. RTBs keep having same issue. I don't know what the issue is, but as the title suggests, we've had 3 TVs in the last year alone in the living room, and they're all broken. All with the screens flickering, flashing, showing lines before completely going out. We thought it was just a common Samsung TV issue at first, because we did read about that being a thing, that people had Samsung TV devices randomly crapped out. So this time we got ourselves an Xenia TV for the living room. Okay, subsequently denting our Christmas, and now that TV as well has a line in it, and the screen randomly flashes and flickers. Damn, what kind of fucking strong magnet do you have by your TV? Do you have some big ass speakers? Like, we don't know how this is happening to let alone 3 separate TVs. I'm not sure how to stop or fix the issue. It's worth noting that after the last TV went out, we bought an entirely new surge protector that's supposed to be premium in case it was the outlet causing it. We have a lot of power issues at our home. We have a lot of power issues at our home that won't be, or are being delayed and being fixed. So I don't think it could be that. The more likely it's that. You saying that is not that, it is that. Like, in troubleshooting, it's always the thing that's hitting you right in the face. That is the issue. Oh my god. Are you seriously? Yeah, it's like people say, it's your outlet power. Like they said it. Come on. Like I said, when it comes to troubleshooting, the thing that's like right there, right in front of you, is usually the issue. Is usually the culprit. Always listen to that. Always. Just because you say it's not doesn't become real. Okay? Don't be like other people. Just because it's your fact doesn't mean it's facts, okay? All right, next. How long are we doing this? All right. OneDrive sync issues. Curious if anyone else has recently had an issue with OneDrive with partially syncing files, but pausing before things are fully synced. It then takes a couple hours for it to finish in what looks like 5-minute bursts of activity, syncing about 3 gigs of files daily. Tried unlinking and relinking, worked for one cycle, then went back to the same behavior. Further attempts at this doesn't work at all. So first of all, how much stuff are you trying to sync? It says about 3 gigs of file daily. What are you syncing? I guess it doesn't matter, but if all of a sudden, you got a terabyte and you're trying to sync a terabyte, and I don't know, where are you syncing this from? First of all, if it's to the computer, okay, let's troubleshoot the computer, see what's going on, like, I don't know where to start, to be honest, because my head hurts just thinking about it. I just want to know more info, like how many files are you trying to sync? What kind of device? Because if it's a device where it needs power, like a laptop, that could stop it because it's not connected to a power source. More info on this one. Then we could troubleshoot it some more. Spill water on my laptop, but that's not the issue. That's how usually it starts. That's how, when you do tech support, that's how it usually starts. spilled a small splash on my laptop. It don't matter. It was turned off but plugged into power. I unplugged it and then wiped it and left it upside down. Saw a video about what to do next, but thought it was a good idea to unscrew the bottom while doing it. It turned on while I was unscrewing it, which scared me because I'm assuming y'all want to be turned off. Finished the video and unscrewing the bottom and realized I have zero knowledge about how to take out the battery, and I didn't trust myself to do it, so I just closed it off. I inspected it to see if anything was wet before I closed it, and everything seemed dry. Set it back to rest after I screwed everything back, and somehow I managed to accidentally turn it on again, which immediately turned it off. Questions: how long do I leave it to dry for? I have to use it for school on the next day, so I'm not sure if I can leave it to dry for 2 days. How long do I have left before my laptop starts to corrode? Did I make my situation worse by accidentally powering on the laptop after I spilled water on it? So, a lot of questions, right? How long does it have to dry for? We don't know. You know, you say a little splash. Your little splash could be a whole gallon of splash. You know, so any type of water, when you're doing troubleshooting, as soon as they say that, you got to do something about that. I know you opened it and you didn't want to go further on the battery. Go do some research. Watch a fucking video. Like, go learn. Take that shit off. Usually it's not that hard. Like, it's like a cable, a couple screws. It comes out. Like, you need to make sure that there's no water in there. Like, at least you need to take it off as quickly as possible and get in there and go clean it. You know, get some isopropyl alcohol. You know what I'm talking about, the one that's like over 95% alcohol. Did I make my situation worse? Maybe. You know, you never know. When it comes to water, it is what it is. You might got lucky and not mess up anything, and the laptop is made pretty good where it's just on the top. It's not bad. Okay. But sometimes, yeah, it'll just mess up. All right. My Windows laptop is boot looping. So basically, my laptop that runs Windows is doing an automatic repair will not let me get out of it. I have tried to use System 32, but maybe I did something wrong. Please help. See, when you get stuff like this, like in tech support, like, you know, I've done tech support over the phone like years, and then I manage tech support people, and like, give me more info. Like, I get it. You tried to use System 32, and what did you do before this? You know what I mean? Like, what happened? Was there a Windows update? What were you doing? Like, what? Like, give us more info to try to help you. But boot looping, sometimes it's just coincidence, and your drive just took a shit, or Windows got screwed somehow. Like, if you can get into BIOS, you know, check to see if there's any, but until you tell us what else have you done, or what happened before, or has there any issues before, like, the more info the better, because then we can at least try to tell you that if it's just coincidence and just laptop died. All right, what is this? AOC monitor malfunctioning. Gets worse after warm up. Gets worse after warm up. Remember that. But if I increase the refresh rate, it stabilizes. Okay, that's good. All right. So I have a very strange problem with my monitor. I recently bought the monitor at a flea market for 10. Okay, untested. I decided to take a chance because the panel looked to be in good condition. When I got home, I connected my computer to test at 60 hertz. When I turned it on, there was a thin line like the one in the photos. Okay, I see it. Okay, I see it. See it. Okay, I see it. Okay. 10, I guess that's 10 pounds, right? Is that pounds or francs? I don't know. Pretty cheap. The thing is, over time, when the monitor warms up, after about a minute and a half or two, the line suddenly gets worse and becomes much more visible. Also, the area from the line in the bottom of the screen looks blurry, and no matter how many times I turn the monitor off and on again, it remains the same. Although when I turn off and unplug the monitor and then plug it back in after a while, the same problem occurs again. The thin line appears and then goes worse after a while. The strange thing is that when the monitor is blurry, remember this at 60 hertz, and then I increase the refresh rate to 144, the monitor stabilizes, and only the thin line from the beginning reappears. What could be happening? What do you think? Screen's going bad. The damn, what is that? LCD? The LCD panel, like, if it's not the monitor panel, I'm thinking of buying a used monitor like the one with a broken panel, since I see they sell for a cheap secondhand and using it for parts and repair this one. I think it's the panel, the what is it? The LCD panel. You bought it for cheap. Like, I get it. You're trying to fix it. Cool. Then yeah, you can buy another one and see. But honestly, when you start seeing a line through it, yeah, that's, I think it's the LCD panel the issue. So there's a reason why they sold it for cheap. Yeah. Yeah. All right, what we got? Okay, one more. Is the GPU failing or a faulty PSU? I have built my first ever PC 7 months ago. Specs, all right, that's good, good. Good, good, okay, yeah. All right, that's gave us, okay, it's not bad, but first few months it was working perfectly until some days ago it was rebooting randomly. And you say you have a Ryzen 5 5600 and a RX 580. Okay, it's kind of aiming towards the graphics card. I checked the event viewer to find out that it was a WE logger event, a WHEAO logger event, which meant hardware failure is the cause of the reboot. Well, there you go, hardware failure. I thought it was bent CPU pins, but I checked and there are no bent pins. They're all good. Why would you think that? Like, it's rebooting. I checked and reset the PC, PSU, okay, and the cables. Why would it be your? The only reason why you think it's a faulty PSU is if it's an old one. You have an RX 580, so it's one or the other. You know, I checked. Okay, he's checking to see if the PSU is failing, but he's not telling us if it's a new one. I believe I next something on VRM things, blah blah, was already used. Okay, so I believe on it because it said something about VRM things and the checks out because my card was already used for mining. So it was used a shitload. Okay. But given that it's said by the AI, I'm not 100. What? By given that it's said by the AI. Did he ask AI to help him? I guess it's fine. I'm not 100% convinced, so I decided to ask here for help. I hope y'all can help me because I don't have the funds yet to get another PSU or GPU because I spent all my save allowance for 3 years just to have this set up, and I can't buy new components anytime soon. Okay, but you're asking for help. But you're saying you can't do it because you don't have no funds. So, you know, let me see. Okay, somebody searched the event ID. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. You search something. That's good. That's always, yeah, because I was gonna say something like that. Like, honestly, it's when you get error code, search them. And this person said for them it was the battery, and that could make a reboot, you know. So let me see. Yeah, everybody's, trying to look up the event IDs and everything like that. So first of all, is go to the easy parts, right? If it's the CMOS battery, just switch it out, right? That's easy. That's an easy, pop it in. If was an old motherboard, if it's a new motherboard, more than likely it's not, but you could, you know, I don't know. To me, I'll be looking at is the PSU an old one or a new one? And is the RX 580 an old one or a new one? If the power supply is new, then it's your graphics card. I'm sorry, buddy, but your graphics card is shitty. If everything else is new and those two parts are old, then you're gonna have to figure out which one is the faulty one, but kind of leaning towards if the power supply is old, I would say the power supply. Because usually, yeah, when it's power issues like that, it kind of does the whole rebooting thing. Because the rebooting thing on a graphics card, honestly, no. No, because when a graphics card goes bad, it goes bad. Like you ain't gonna see shit on the screen. You're gonna start seeing artifacts on the screen. So I'm kind of leaning towards more of the power supply on this one, and that's what I will be checking. But honestly, we need to find out what parts are new, what parts are not, and go from there. And go from cheap to expensive. If you don't have money, that's how the way to troubleshoot it. If you want to do it that way. But with him getting event IDs like everyone else is doing, yeah, go search the event ID. Find out what is it saying online for that event ID, because that could point you to the direction that you might be looking for. So, all right. Let me see. Should we do one more? I don't know. This is a lot, like a lot. Okay. System interrupts constantly, stealing all my CPU usage, and audio is wacky and popping and clicking. Ran latency, MON. This is what I get. Oh, okay. Google a ton, reinstall Windows twice, and it's still happening. Please help. Conclusion: your system appears to be having trouble handling real-time audio and other tasks. Damn, your computer is telling you this shit is slow. You're likely to experience buffer underruns appearing as dropouts, clicks, or pops. One or more DPC routines that belong to a driver running and your system appears to be executing for too long. At least one detected problem appears to be network related. In case you're using a WLAN adapter, try disabling to get better results. One problem may be related to power management. Disable CPU throttling settings and control panel and BIOS setup. Check for BIOS updates. Highest reported DPC routing. What the fuck is this? What is this conclusion? This conclusion is AI? Okay, motherfucker. Like, go with the facts. System interrupts constantly stealing all my CPU usage and audio is wacky. No, that means something is bogging down your system. Go to Tax Messenger. See what the hell are you using that's using up over 90% of your system. Like, go look. Like, this whole conclusion shit, stop using AI. Use AI to point you towards a thing, but don't fucking write it on here. This is most, oh my god. Like, that shit just, to me, that's cringe. Yep. I said it. I don't care. Like, go look up what could be using my CPU usage. I'm pretty sure it'll tell you. Let's go check Task Manager. Is there anything? Like, go look. Fuck. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss. I know I'm a teacher and I didn't mean to cuss. I'm sorry. Just sometimes dealing with tech support sucks, man. Like, because people just don't want to go look. Like, just go look. Take a couple minutes and go search your issues and read. Don't expect AI to go try to pull all this info and you're just going to take that as, oh, this is the truth. This is it. If you don't understand this whole conclusion thing, like I didn't, why the hell are you even using AI? Go, you want to use AI correctly? You're going to put, hey, AI, my PC says it's taking all my CPU usage. What could be the issue? And then at least it will give you a couple things that you can look. It's just you don't want to go look. You want the goddamn answer. You want the AI to tell you, oh yeah, I know your computer. I know your parts. I know how you use it, where you use it, how many apps, what do you go for? Okay, I'm crashing out. I feel like I guess that's how teachers crash out. Okay. It's time for me to stop because that was a lot. My head's starting to hurt. All right, so if you do have any tech issues that you want me to help you with, like write it in the comments. I don't mind. I read them. I'll read them. Like I promise. Like I'm paralyzed. I'm for real. I'm paralyzed. Like chest down. So I got time. Like literally, I got a lot of time. So if you do have any issues, just let me know in the comments and I'll help you out. Or I'll try to help you out. Or I'll point you to the right direction that, you might help you. So thanks for watching. Okay, bye.